Is iOS 26.2 finally fixing the liquid glass battery drain? If you've noticed faster battery drop after enabling the new liquid glass visuals on your lock screen, today's update might be the turning point. iOS 26.2 is in its third beta with a release. Candidate expected in early December and a public rollout tip for December 8th. Here's a complete, no hype walkthrough of what's new, what's actually improved, and how to test whether your battery life is truly better on iPhone and iPad. Release timeline. Now, iOS 26.2 Beta 3 is live for testers. Early December. Release candidate. Final build for testing. December 8th. Expected. Public release for everyone. Tip. If you're not on the beta program, wait for the public build for the smoothest experience. What's new at a glance? Liquid glass clock. A modern, customizable lock screen clock with a slick liquid glass aesthetic. Smoother animations. System-wide polish for a more fluid feel across the UI. Reminders plus alarms. Add alarms directly and reminders to stay on top of deadlines. Enhanced game app. Better sorting and filtering to manage your game library. Revamped measure app. Visual refresh that matches the liquid glass design language. Improve podcast app. Cleaner playback controls and more intuitive navigation, performance and battery focus. Apple's clearly aiming for efficiency in iOS 26.2, even during beta. Users report snappier animations, faster app launches, and fewer UI hitches on a range of devices. More importantly, Apple has tuned power management to reduce idle drain and improve sustained performance during multitasking. Gaming and streaming, responsiveness, smoother transitions make the system feel lighter. Thermal behavior. Better heat control should reduce throttling during long sessions. Battery life. Power-saving tweaks target background services and animation overhead. The big question: does 26.2 fix the liquid glass battery drain? Short answer: it looks promising, but your results will depend on settings, usage, and how heavily you lean on live visuals and always-on features. The new build focuses on animation efficiency and background tuning, which directly impact drain tied to visual effects like the liquid glass clock. To know for sure, test methodically. How to test battery improvements. Simple 48-hour plan. Day 1, pre-update baseline, charge to 100%. Unplug, and note the time. Use your device as normal for 24 hours with your current settings. Record, screen on time, standby time, and remaining battery at the same time next day. Day 2 to 3, post-update with iOS 26.2, update to iOS 26.2. Then allow 24 to 48 hours for indexing photos, spotlight, apps to finish. Keep the same usage pattern and test over another 24 hours. Compare screen on time, standby drain, and end-of-day percentage. Tip. During the test, avoid new apps, major downloads, or restoring from backup. Keep variables consistent. Settings to check if you use liquid glass clock. These optional tweaks help you isolate whether visuals are the culprit. Always on display. Settings greater than display and brightness greater than always on display. Try off or limit to show wallpaper off for a day. Motion. Settings greater than accessibility greater than motion greater than reduce motion. Toggle on temporarily to test. Depth effects and live photos. On your lock screen, try a static wallpaper for comparison. Widgets. Fewer real-time widgets on the lock screen can reduce background refresh. Haptics. Settings greater than sounds and haptics greater than system haptics. Toggle off to see if it helps. Feature deep dive. Liquid glass clock. What's good? Premium look, sharper readability, and tight integration with wallpapers. Why it matters. It's the centerpiece of the new visual identity in iOS 26.2 and the area Apple optimized animations around. Smoother animations. What changed? System-level timing and physics feel more consistent. App switcher, home gestures, and notification animations are more cohesive. Why it matters. Visual smoothness often correlates with perceived speed and can reduce unnecessary GPU spikes that cost battery. Reminders with alarms what change. Create alarms tied to tasks without jumping the clock. Why it matters. Fewer app hops and tighter scheduling for productivity. Enhance game app what change. New sorting and filtering to surface what you want to play faster. Why it matters. Less tapping, more playing. Better organization for large libraries. Revamp measure app what change. Aesthetic refresh align with the liquid glass theme. Why it matters. More cohesive visuals across core utility apps. Improve podcast app what change. Upgraded playback controls and navigation. Why it matters. Easier queuing, cleaner scrubbing. Fewer accidental taps. Performance and efficiency tips after updating. Give it time. Spotlight and photos indexing can temporarily increase. Drain for 24 to 48 hours. Update your apps. Open App Store greater than tap your profile greater than update all. Developers tune for new frameworks. Check. Background app refresh. Settings greater than general greater than background app refresh. Limit to essentials. Location services. Settings greater than privacy and security greater than location services. Set most apps to while using. Push versus fetch. Settings greater than mail greater than accounts greater than fetch new data. Use push only where necessary. Who should update on day one? Yes, updative. You're bothered by animation jank. You love lock screen customization. Or battery drain on 2.6.1.x is getting in your way. Consider waiting a week if you rely on mission-critical apps that may lag behind in compatibility, or you can't afford even brief post-update indexing drain. Prepare your iPhone or iPad for iOS 26.2. Backup first. iCloud or Finder iTunes. Free up space. Aim for at least 8 to 10 gigabytes free for a smooth install. Charge up 50% plus. Battery or keep it connected to power. Note your settings. If you experiment with battery settings, jot down your baseline so you can roll back. Expected release flow RC build. Rolling out early December for final checks. Public. Build. Targeting December 8th. Opening parenthesis expected closing parenthesis. Next cycle. iOS 26.3. Beta likely resumes after the holiday. Slowdown in January 2026. So far, iOS 26.2 looks like a smart, stability first update with real attention to performance and battery. The liquid glass visuals get the polish they deserve, while under the hood tweaks aim to cut the idle drain and smooth out spikes caused by animations and background services. If the liquid glass clock has been costing you percentage points, 26.2 gives you a better starting point, and with a few smart settings, you can push even more life out of your battery. Once you update, run the 48-hour test and check your screen on time. Standby drain and end-of-day percentage. If you see gains, the liquid glass battery drain is effectively solved for your setup. If not, use the settings checklist to dial in the look you want without sacrificing all-day endurance.